I walked through the place every day this week while the guys were here, and I think it's really important that you do, and I'm going to show you why. Start to see the walls. Got another wall here for this closet. This will be a room. We are now in the firstborns. We have a window. It's not the right size, but that'll be easily fixed. There are mistakes that are always made. You may know this plan intimately. You may know where everything's gonna go, and maybe you don't. But if you don't, you better get to know it. You better know intimately, where are my switches? Which way a door swings? Because when you walk in the place, you've got to figure out if something's wrong. The guys swinging a hammer really don't care which way your door goes. They don't care which side your switches are on. You've got to care, and you've got to check on them. This is a late addition. This hallway is too wide, 54 inches. It's a wasted space in a small house. We're gonna do a little niche here. This daughter is kind of a, how do you say nicely, a hoarder? She's got a lot of books and she won't part with them. So this is gonna be her book niche. Since we added this niche, I get the additional bonus of this niche in the hallway. So I haven't figured out what I'm gonna do with it, but just a nice little accent. Plenty of room. 42 inches is plenty of room for most hallways. We go into the little princess's room. So that's the beginning of her closet. Her closet will be back there. And we're gonna do something funky. Pay attention to the closets. Here's the door. Oh, you lucky thing. Into your own bathroom. Hello. In here, we've got laundry, my office, and the bathroom. We've got the other window cut out. This is the doorway in. Why it's so far out, I don't know. But we'll discuss that. Oh my, I'm doing the dishes. There's no hideous glass in front of me. Ta-da! I like it. Now, while they're not here, do not be intimidated by the sound of drills or sledgehammers or saws. It seems like, and I've been doing this a long time, the guys flip the saws on when the homeowners show up because it makes you leave. The noise, the confusion, you don't want to be in their way. You're paying the bill. If it's something that you need to do and it's important to stop work, you say, hey, turn that off a second. We need to talk. If it's not important enough to stop the work, wait till they stop the saw. Do not leave. Do not be chased out of your own home because of noise and guys moving around with stuff. Stay out of their way. You want the work to continue, but by no means let them be intimidating with the saws and the tools. It's just noise like the dentist. Stay there. Watch what they're doing. Stand over them. Wear glasses, pants. Don't show up in flip-flops. But it's your house. And that brings me to another point. You gotta be there. You have to be present because there are so many little decisions. Should it go on this side? Should it go on that side? What should we do with this? What should we do with that? How is this door gonna swing? What size is this? If you are present, if you are a phone call or a text away, it doesn't hold up the work. When you can't be reached, they either make their own decision, which is pretty scary, or they just stop work. It's Tuesday, so living room walls in. Be around. It's okay to be annoying. Bring snacks, bring water for the guys, whatever you gotta do, but be present. Make it part of your routine. I go there in the morning, I go there at lunchtime, I go there afterwards, and I take pictures, and I walk around with a tape measure, and I check everything. You've got a really short window when you're framing, maybe a week, sometimes 2 weeks. That's it, to catch every mistake, to change window sizes, to add windows, to do all of those things. So be present. Make sure you have a tape measure when you're walking around, because this wall looks perfect. I'm walking around with my lovely contractor. Yeah, we're all done. I come back in here to measure, and it's 4 inches shorter than the sofa that I've ordered. That's a problem. So make sure when you're walking through, you're not going ooh and ah. You're taking your tape measure out and you're measuring everything. You're double checking. Make sure that the wall is what it says it's supposed to be. Make sure the window is located where it's supposed to, because you did it on the plans for a reason. If you go changing it in reality, it's gonna affect your cabinetry, your furniture, the layout you plan. So we're gonna have to extend this wall here. You can see my little mark. Hello, check the plans. This bedroom door all framed out. Come in, the room seems so much smaller. Oh my goodness. They did blocking up here for the barn doors. That's gonna have double bypass barn doors. Same thing in here. Watch the wires, don't know what's live anymore. They took all that nasty sheetrock down. Got a clean slate. No more open concept. Ha! So we'll have a look, we'll see window there. We won't see the other one. Bathroom, her room basically is finished up. Doors trimmed out. Nada. We'll get flipped around. All right, let's go see. Oh my goodness, it's totally different. There we go. We have a laundry room. So that is my office. Now, I've got a little dilemma here, because it's a block wall. Hear that, Jet? Sounds like a missile. So what contractor was thinking was giving me more shelf space in here, which is lovely. Maybe we do it from this side. Didn't move that. So this has got to be moved up there. Doesn't seem like much. Here's my closet, And they got it at 30 inches. Come on, guys. Should be coming to here. And then the wall. It's not a lot until you're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4 rods of hanging. And if it's 7 inches times 4, 7 times 4, you do the math. 2 feet, that's a closet of storage that I'm gonna lose? No way. I know at this point I must seem like a pain in the ass going through all of these little details. But here's why you gotta do it. Here's her closet. And I asked them to do blocking because the rods here are gonna run perpendicular to the back wall. So the hanging clothes will be tucked back there, and then 2 rods over here. So I asked them to do blocking, which they did. Hooray. Here's the blocking. Here's the problem. This is the inside of the closet. This is where the rod will be mounted. So there'll be sheetrock here. If I want to drill into something, this is way back here. These are tiny little details, but you've got to pay attention. They did it over here. They did it over here, here. Ay. See, up here, it's correct because the barn door sliders, you know, the mechanism will go here on the outside. The rods won't. Pay attention, walk through, follow every detail. Like for instance, I talked about this over here. This is the doorway in. Why it's so far out, I don't know. They had built out this little return wall that my bathroom door is gonna land on. It was out like 8 inches. What that would have done is had my door land over here on an angle with this big dead space here. Now the door will land flat on the wall. Makes much more sense. Tiny little detail. And they gave me a hard time a little bit. Like, oh, yeah, it's a return for a wall. No, it's too big. Should be small, like just enough for trim, like 4 inches or so. You see here. That's all you need. A little bit of door casing, you're done. This is my latest dilemma. I was up last night thinking about it. They put this board in because we're closing this opening, so it's only 4 feet, so I get a little more room in the kitchen. So you'll see here, they use 2x10s because it's a block wall. And the thought of all of this space going to waste is killing me. Now on this side, there will be shelves and the countertop. So what I'd like them to do is to move this over here anyway, because it'll help installing the shelves and stuff like that. But to leave me some room here for, you know, this isn't structural in any way. Take that one out. So I have, this is, geez, at least 2 feet. I can do little baskets in there from the other side. So when we come in from the front door, we have a natural dumping ground that never makes it into the kitchen. I think that's worth it. So be present, don't be intimidated, don't be afraid to make changes. Like, I've got this opportunity to add some storage in my office. So I'm gonna take it in the hallway where I had my daughters, I had them bump out the hallway a little bit because on further inspection, when the walls went up, my daughter's room was really tight and lacking storage for the amount of crap that she has. So we made a little change. We bumped out, we added a closet. Be flexible. What else? I don't know. That's it. Be patient. Be freaking patient, because there is not enough yoga on the planet to make up for these mother effers' lack of punctuality. Be patient. Find things to do. Do not go and wait for somebody unprepared. Bring work, bring water. Good luck. Thanks so much for watching.